Hello, truckers, and welcome back to American Truck Simulator with Realistic Economy. It is 8 o'clock on a Tuesday night. It is time to go to bed so we can wake up and get over to Los Angeles. I really don't remember where we are. Somewhere in... are we, like, near Barstow, California? Yeah, east of Barstow. So we left, I think it was actually Vegas. It could have been Prim, somewhere in between there. But I think technically the load's coming from Vegas. We're headed to L.A. We need to get that delivered this morning. And hopefully we can find a load from LA and head up to Northern California just to kind of go up through here. We'll find something hopefully going up the I-5 northbound. But let's get to LA first and see what it has to offer when we get there. Let's fire up the old Mack truck, let her warm up. I do need some diesel fuel though, because we did not gas up at the end of last episode. So a little bit low on fuel, not a whole lot. How's the money looking? Ooh, the money's looking really good. But we do have that payment, of course, well, around 11:30 of 6,000. Let's go ahead and start getting on the road here. I don't think there's a curb here. I think we can just, this is our way out. Let's head on out. I don't even remember what I'm even hauling. Empty pallets, probably. Yeah, empty pallets to Costco. At least that's where it says we're going. But yeah, well, hopefully we get enough cash sometime soon to hopefully purchase another truck for the Denver garage and hire another driver. Now, after that, my plans have changed. I think we're going to buy a trailer because a lot of you just keep saying, you know, can we get a trailer? Can we get a trailer? So I think after we purchase our next truck, we'll go ahead and get ourselves a trailer. Why is... I'm kind of remember how our GPS is working here. And of course now I'm coming up on a detour already. I just started recording when I come up on a detour. Let me just check what's going on here. Where are we going? Where are we going here? Okay, so why is that having me loop back that way? What's going on with my GPS here? I'm not too sure. Why does that have me going back to Prim and back towards LA? Why is it doing that? Why? It's confusing the heck out of me. What's with all this stuff here? I am not sure why GPS has me going back to Vegas. I don't have nothing marked, right? I don't have nothing pinned. No, that's my first pin. Okay. But if I pin it like that... There we go. That kind of fixed it. Why was it doing that? That's kind of weird. Have no idea. But now... Hopefully we can go around this. Yeah, it should be fine. Not much of a detour. It's just blocking off traffic. All right. Can I get on the road and get things in my head straight what we're trying to do today? So other than getting to Los Angeles, dropping off this load, which I'm getting paid $861. Not a whole lot, but then again, it wasn't a long journey. Or is not a long journey. I should say isn't, because we haven't finished it yet. Who knows, I might get a detour where it says, yeah, you need to go around this way, and I don't want to do that. Yeah, so I'm kind of hoping that we get enough cash today, but that's going to be kind of slim, I think. Oh, that's right, we're in California. Speed limit is only 55, so I better slow it on down some. Don't want to be getting any tickets, because tickets will dig into our bank account, and that will make this a little bit harder. There we go, we'll cruise at 50, 58, I think I got it set for. So technically I need to get up to about 130,000, I think. And then if they take like 6, I'll bring us down to 124. That should be enough to get me to where I can buy a truck, but then it doesn't leave us enough cash for like the next day or so. So yeah, I may have to wait just another day before we can purchase a truck. Unless some big loads come in today, which we don't check anymore at the end of episodes because we're starting to get enough drivers where it's like, yeah, we'll just let it go and see what pops up on the bottom of the screen as we're driving. But yeah, the original plan of buying more trucks and filling up the garages, yeah, I think we'll go ahead and buy ourselves a trailer. I just gotta remember, when you buy a trailer, because it's been a while since I've done so, does it have to be shipped to the garage first, then you can hook up to it? Or when you buy it, can you hook up right to it right at the dealership? I don't remember. So I may have to learn that way. because if I buy it and it has to be shipped to one of our garages before I can pick up, then that means we'll have to be driving past one of our garages. I think when I buy it, I can take it right off the lot. I think that's the way it works. And I think when we're done using the trailer, I can just say, yeah, just put it back in the garage. I think after I get done using it, I may have one of my drivers use it, and they can take loads in it. We do get paid more if they take loads in your own trailer. I just don't like doing it for more, maybe like 3 or 4 trips, because the loads kind of get to be the same. So anyways, let's get to Los Angeles. What time am I expected to get there? Looks like, you know, just before 11 o'clock, and they're expecting this load at 11:30. So we may get a little bit of music saying they're expecting a load at any moment. Which I've been getting a lot of that lately, haven't I? Not really counting on the time frame of things. Haven't been doing so good on that. Now we're just getting to Barstow now. And going through California is kind of rough because, well, speed limit's only 55 for trucks, so it's hard to really make up a lot of time that way. But you do what you can do. Are you letting me in? Yes, you are, I think. Hopefully I'm not getting off the exits anytime soon. Yeah, Los Angeles, straight on through. Yeah, people behind me right now are probably complaining because I'm slowing up traffic. Like I said, I want to head up to Northern California just to kind of see. I mean, it's going to be new scenery to me no matter what, because I'm not really remembering too much what the I-5 looked like. But it's been reworked, so we'll drive up through. Maybe we'll see some interesting scenery. And back in the day, I remember most of I-5, northern I-5 in California was mostly vineyards and such on the side of the road. I think it was north of Sacramento. Let's get back over this lane here. Just checking out what Barstow to Los Angeles is like. I'm trying to remember. I think, from what I remember, I thought the Barstow to LA used to be just a single lane both ways, but now it's like an interstate. Used to be tumbleweeds going across the road here, or am I getting mixed up? Was that on the east side of Barstow? I might bet on the east side of Barstow. Things have certainly changed for California in the past 5 years in ATS. Just feels like you're crawling when you're doing 55 on the interstate in California. I gotta remind myself at some point I do need to stop for some fuel. Although according to my truck, looks like we do about 570 miles before we run out. So that should pretty much cover us for today anyways, but I would like to get some diesel fuel if I can. Alright, need to downshift to 11th gear. That's like the truck lane there. Well, I don't know what you're doing over there, but that's like the truck lane, but good luck with that. Are you going to Seattle with that load there, sir? Or ma'am? Who's ever driving that truck? Sir? Kind of looks like snow up in those mountains. Now down the other side. And I'm going to get on over into this lane here, because I think we'll be getting off at some point soon, since it's only 62 miles to our exit, or 62 miles to our destination, I should say. Could it be the next exit? For 9 o'clock in the morning, not a lot of traffic in LA right now. Yeah, watch out for that blown out tire on the side of the road. Yep, this is where we're getting off. Need to pick a gear. I forgot I was floating in the neutral gear. I'm like, alright, time to go. Step on the gas, like, why aren't we going anywhere? Because you're in neutral. So far, no music, which is kind of interesting. Well, usually the music doesn't come on until 2 hours before delivery, and we're approaching that time, though. Hoping this truck is taking the next exit. Looks like I'm taking the next exit. And that car is not going to let me in, apparently. And neither is that car. But now they're going to let me. It's kind of rude. Let the trucker in. Ah, there's the famous music letting you know you got 2 hours to complete your delivery. It sounded like I was going through a tunnel right there, which we're not. We'll get there in time, not a worry. No late fees and fines today. At least I don't think so. I've said that before and I got stuck on a detour somewhere. In real life, I'm not sure I'd want to be driving a truck through the city of Los Angeles. Sounds like a lot of frustration could go on. Although the scenery in ATS is kind of nice for Los Angeles, I will admit that. Only 30 through here. Just also keep my eyes peeled for a fuel station nearby, so when I finish off my delivery, if I want to, I can go top off with some fuel, and I do have one eyed up, but I don't know how close that is to our delivery. Looking at the scenery myself for now. I'm just trying to remember Los Angeles being like this. That fuel station's probably not going to be the direction we're headed later on. Like I said, I can still do like almost 500 miles, so I think I could drive the rest of the day and be fine on the fuel. Surf and skate. At first I thought I was going to say surf and turf. Almost there. If I can just figure out what side of the road our delivery is going to be on so I can prepare myself. One mile, 9 minutes to get there. Now that sounds like Los Angeles traffic to me. A payphone. That's what those things are. Payphones. Have you ever seen one before? Kind of surprised they actually got those in the game. I think it's kind of funny. I don't know. Maybe in the big cities they still have payphones everywhere. I don't know. This is what I was talking about before, like when I used to drive through Vegas when ATS first came out, when my first garage was. And this kind of reminds me like of driving around Vegas, you know, 30 miles an hour everywhere, a lot of traffic, a lot of stoplights. Just took a while to get places. This kind of reminds me of what Vegas used to be like. Looks like we are here, but we're still not going to be able to go anywhere because traffic. Yeah, I did a quick look and see how much I think it's the international dealership that's in Denver. So we try to buy the local trucks in the city that our garages are in. That's what we're going to put, or at least buy for our next driver. I think it was like $120,000 for the truck. Then I'll have to see how much a trailer cost. We'll have to start saving up for a trailer. I think I'm just going to get a reefer trailer. Maybe. Alright, I see my drop-off point. Swing in here. Short trailer is going to help me out get in here a little bit easier. White concrete with a white dotted line on the ground. This makes it so much easier to see where you're going. And ding, trailer is close enough, squared up. Park and brake, turn off the engine. We will decouple. Get our $800 and some odd dollars that we deserve. Yeah, show results now. We're good. Yeah, 861, a little bit of XP. Let's go ahead and continue. And let's go ahead and check the job market. Like I said, we're hoping to shoot up to I-5 is what we're trying to do. There's one to Tacoma. That's right up to I-5. I don't want to have to go too far, but let's see what we got here. I could go to the Dalles, but we've been there before. I mean, this roll load right here would be pretty good. It's a Wednesday. They need it on a Friday. We might be doing this one right here. Get up to Tacoma, Washington. That wouldn't be too bad. Let's see what else we got. Bend, Bakersfield, Phoenix, Fresno, Denver. Now let's go ahead and we'll take some Kenny's. I'm unfamiliar with this location though. Let's go ahead and we'll select our GPS for that. Yeah, they expect it Friday. Well, basically today's Wednesday. I got more than 48 hours. I should be able to do this. Yeah, we're fine on our configuration. $8 miles to the Kenny dealership, apparently. If we happen to pass a fuel station on the way, I may gas up. I'm going right past one, I think. I think we're going right past one. Actually, I think I went right past one on the way in, too. So... maybe I'll swing in and top off some fuel, because you never know. I may get to a rest area today as well, to where it doesn't have a fuel station. So better gas up. I can take my chances. I don't want to take my chances, I should say, and get to where there's no fuel station, and then I'm desperate for one tomorrow. Kind of an interesting. Okay, the way it was showing on GPS, it's like I was pulling into a truck area, but I'm not. I'm just pulling into a regular street gas station. Let's pump that diesel fuel in. $3.34 a gallon. Hello, California. That sounds about right. More expensive than everyone else on the fuel. Don't you wish you could fuel up like that in real life? You know, just pull right in and within 10 seconds you got a full tank. Can't really see traffic around the corner there, so just kind of like sneak out and hopefully traffic will stop. We're getting on an interstate here, hopefully. Be a slow ride up to Northern California, but at least we'll get to see what they've done over. Of course, probably some of you have already been up through there because it's been out for quite a while, but we have not been through Northern California yet. And I'm going to make sure on the GPS when we take the load that we're taking the I-5 on the way up through. Which I think we are. I think it's already set to go there. $5 miles to LA traffic. I hope. I'm trying to remember where the Kenny dealership is. I'm thinking it's not too far from an on-ramp for the interstate, so I don't want to be taking these side streets through LA later on, coming back up through. Might as well step out of the vehicle. Well, we're not technically stepping on the vehicle. We'll just have a quick look at the truck in case some of you haven't seen the paint job before, but that's what we're rolling with. I guess I could do a little bit of third-person driving, which, as we all know, I'm not the best at. But I can't see. Yeah, make sure I get my GPS up here. I can see it that way. Feels weird driving like this. Gotta love the horn. problem is I'm trying to give you guys good scenery by looking around, but at the same time I don't want to be running into everyone. Kind of interesting if they had a little bit more pedestrians on the sidewalks and such. Why did that car just like stop right in front of me? Brake checking me is what they're doing. And we have arrived. Oh wait, I can't turn. I was trying to look in my mirror and like can't do it. No one there. Why is this car like way back here? Can you just move up a little bit there, sir? Maybe if I do this. I do got my blinker on, just can't hear it. That's kind of a crappy blinker if you ask me. Yep, green light, sorry people. Alright, hopefully my load is still here after driving down here. What's it paying? $5,574.56 a mile. And all these goodies right here. Should be good XP going up to Tacoma. Let's go ahead and take that job. Yes, we know our truck is more than fine and capable of driving that. Let's jump back into the truck here just to make my life a little bit easier. Back up slowly. Put myself in R1 gear. Alright, make sure we are coupled and we got our load. We do. I'm just going to double check our GPS here. Yeah, the I-5 is right here. Good. So we're going to get right on the I-5 right away. While I'm here, what time is it? Let me see what time it is. It's 11:30. So I got 5.5 hours on my watch. Where? That's probably going to be too far. That's 9 hours. I don't think I can make it that far. Okay. There's a rest area here-ish. That's almost 5 hours right there. So let me go ahead and demark that, but we'll mark this. And we'll see where that puts us in the future here, because going up California, like I said, speed limit's only going to be 55, so we're not going to be hauling butt up there. It always feels kind of weird when you're hauling trucks. And you're hauling trucks that are not the same brand that you have. And I think I may have cut that corner a little bit too close. And that scared the crap out of me, but that's our loan payment. I thought it said, I thought it was going to say collisions fines. I'm like, I just barely left. Don't have the trucks rub against something. So, yeah, traveling wise, it's going to be kind of easy. We're just going to be taking the I-5 up quite a ways. If this car, I don't know what this car is doing, but I need to get over into that lane because this is an exit only lane, I do believe. Come on. And now you're going to brake check me too, as well. Alright, we're going to go a little bit faster than 55. We're going to try to hit, well, not hit anything, but we're going to try to go, say, 59-ish. There we go. That way, if I start going downhill, the max speed will probably hit 62, which would give me a ticket if there's a cop around, but there's not many hills on the I-5 going up and down, at least not that I already recall, so we'll keep our fingers crossed on that. That car, I don't see that car anywhere, so I'm going to mosey back over to the middle. And there we go. So I don't think we're actually going to get to the part of the I-5 today that's been reworked. But we'll get up there far enough, I hope. Sacramento. The home of my second headquarters. I moved from Las Vegas to Sacramento back in the day. Then after I got really on the coast-to-coast map, I pretty much moved my headquarters around quite a bit. I think for a short time, I actually had my headquarters down in Orlando, Florida. Ooh, look at that money come in. Yeah, bring that cash on in today, peeps. I would like to hire that trucker today. I mean, the sooner to hire that additional, buy another truck and get another trucker on the road, sooner more cash will come in. But I don't want to leave ourselves short for tomorrow on the money. I could always borrow more cash, but I don't want to do that. Seems like we're just crawling up the interstate though at 60 miles an hour. I mean, I think I was talking about earlier about trailers, about getting a reefer trailer, which is short for a refrigerated trailer. I could take refrigerated goods, but I can also take, I think I should be able to take just regular goods as well. The cheaper trailers, I could just take like a regular old flatbed trailer. But I think a reefer trailer would be a little bit more interesting because I can do some paint schemes with that. I have not done a paint scheme for the trailer at all. I know I talked about it before in previous episodes that if we get a trailer, I might do a paint scheme for it, but I just don't have the time currently to do such things. And now the day is probably going to fly by because it's almost 1 o'clock already. We just made the loan payment when we got on the interstate. Yeah, keep bringing that cash in. A couple more deliveries like that today, we'll think about buying the truck. Weight is this? Oh, okay. 58,000 pounds. Yeah. Probably should have checked that before I left. I wasn't quite prepared for that, but it's like, oh, we are slowing down somewhat going uphill, but I said not too bad. Then I kept downshifting and downshifting. I was like, oh, what's the weight we got? Oh, yeah, okay. That would explain why. But our E9 Mac engine did a fine job going up that hill, I think. Of course, when we got this paint scheme put on a few episodes ago, we did upgrade our chassis as well, so I think that's going to help us out. That helped us out quite a bit, actually, on heavy loads. Having a 6x4 instead of a 6x2. Oh, so it is... Okay, maybe the vineyards were south of Sacramento. Like I said, I remember in the early days of California, it was like a lot of vineyards on I-5 all the way up to Northern California. Is it 2 lanes getting up? Yeah, 2 lanes getting off. Okay. AI traffic always gets me nervous when it gets clustered like that, because you never know when AI traffic is going to be like, yep, I'm going to switch lanes, and when they switch lanes sometimes they slow way down. I have not looked on any blogs or watched any videos of Northern California to see what the rework actually was, or what I expect to see. I did, however, also check before I started recording on Wyoming, and I know they had a blog, something about Cheyenne, but I'm trying not to read all that stuff because I like it when the map comes out to kind of like just drive around and kind of find it on my own in a way, for the most part. That way as I'm driving, I'm like, oh my, wow, look at that. You know, I wasn't expecting to see that. That's the way I kind of like to drive in ATS, is drive and find it on my own. Find it as we see it. Okay, I see a helicopter over there, which usually means there's an accident, but I don't really see no cars over there. So I think where I did the check mark before we left Los Angeles, where the rest area was, that's probably where we will be staying tonight, just because California driving at 55, I think that's what GPS kind of calculates it on, for the most part. Sound like we're driving on the coast-to-coast map and we're hitting 80 miles an hour once in a while. I would like to get back over in that right lane, just that the traffic is not quite cooperating. And right now, I am thinking I'm probably going to be buying a truck and hiring a driver when we get done today. Because we're up to 127,000, and I think after I get done buying the truck and hiring a driver, that'll probably leave us with this a little bit over $6 grand, which is enough to cover tomorrow's cost. And if our drivers keep bringing a little bit of cash here and there, the only thing that can kind of screw me up, if I get a driver coming all the way back from like North Carolina, going all the way back to Tucson with no load, yeah, maintenance fees and fuel costs could be like $1 grand, $1.5 grand, and that would really hurt. I think for the most part, most of our drivers have enough skills that they can find a load going back and forth everywhere. Way station ahead that apparently I need to stop at. And maybe while here, I'm just double check our checkpoint. We got about 2 hours left on our clock, so I'll just double check them to see how far off we are from there. But before I do that, because I've done this before, First, we'll check in at the way station, and then go into the map, because I did done that before. Actually, it looks like we're already there. It says an hour and 4 minutes to that rest area, and I'm thinking, yep, we'll have to call it there, because the next rest area, yeah, as we know, nothing, it would have to be like right in this general area here, and there's nothing. So, yep, that's where we're going to call it for today, but it's still another hour away, which in ATS time is really not that far. So kind of a short day, so hopefully it doesn't come back to bite me in the butt on this delivery. I think overall we should be fine so far. Yep, that trucker's going to let me in. Or you can look at it as I'm kind of forcing my way out, one or the other. I mean, there's a nice little rest area here, but I want to get a little bit further. I mean, this will be the ideal area to stop at for a trucker, but if I get another hour on the road, which would be like almost another 60 miles, that's going to be helpful to us in the end. Just also keep my eye on the GPS, looking at the road to make sure it's still yellow. If it's yellow, that means that's where you've been before. So I'm looking for like the I-5 to not be yellow anymore, which means it's part of the rework. So according to GPS, when I start the next day, I gotta head south to get back on the I-5. It's telling me I gotta come down here and loop back around. Let's see if there's an on-ramp to the I-5 when we get off. So instead of looping all the way down here, I can just, you know, do a 180 and get right back on the I-5 tomorrow morning. That's a lot of backtracking right there. I really don't remember this part of the I-5 with the power lines and the wind turbines. I don't remember that. I think that might be new. It's new to me anyways. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this exit coming up is going to be ours. Yeah, so there's an on-ramp here, so I'm surprised GPS... Well, GPS doesn't know I'm going to be pulling into the gas station. So, yeah, when I leave tomorrow, I can just come back this way and jump on the on-ramp. And it's not going to hurt to top off with some fuel. Is there a trucker's fuel back there? I don't think so. So we'll just pull into here like this. Not going to take much, as we know. We just fueled up not long ago. Probably not even $100 worth. Okay, 153. I was wrong. Where can I find a good place to park here with all this trucks behind me? I think I'll just curl up over here in the corner. And hog them all. Because there's no way I'm going to be able to back up with these 3 trucks behind me. That's too much articulation for me to figure out. And turn off the engine. Yep, says press following key to rest, so I'm good there. I'm taking up a few spots, but it is what it is. Alright, let's go ahead and let's see. Money-wise, 128. I think we're going to chance it. And let's go to truck dealers. Come up to Denver, to the International dealership. We'll buy online. And, yep, we buy the cheapest truck there is going. Because that's how I think of my employees. Do I want to go into... Let's go into custom configuration for a second, just to see what we're getting here. I mean, 400 horsepower engine. I mean, it's the lowest one on the totem pole here for International. International does get a 605 for... Is that a Cummins? Yeah, Cummins. Not too bad. Yeah, they get the lowest of low, but I think that's good enough. I don't know if it really matters when you buy trucks for AI, if it limits what loads they can or cannot take. Never heard anything about that, if we could or could not, or if it does. Let's go ahead and purchase that, and yes, it's going to go into the Colorado or Denver hub, because that's the one we got upgraded. Leaving us with 8,400, which actually is pretty darn good. And, nope, got to keep exiting on out, and driver recruitment, there we go. All right, so what do we have for drivers on the market? Seems kind of weird saying that. This guy is not too bad. He's got a couple of options open, and he just have a point in the long distance. So I do like that. And I think that's who we're going. Ooh, I'm liking this a little bit better. Yep, we're gonna hire Niles, or is it Niels? I would say Niles, maybe. Either way, you're hired. Getting into your Red International. There we go. All right, and they are on the road. While we're here, though, let's go to trailers and just see what a reefer trailer kind of goes for. Not a dry, not a sliding tarp, grain. Reefer trailer. Oh, wow. Now, I know we can do customization on that and all that, but that's more than what a truck cost. I know that's a pretty big reefer trailer, though. So, yeah. What do, like a, I mean, that's like 30 grand for just a regular old flatbed. So we got a ways to go before I can do that. So yeah, I'll have to think about that for a little bit. But another driver on the road, so the money will come in just a little bit quicker. Well, it's a new driver, so maybe not as quick as we probably would like. Let's see, Wednesday, so we got like another day and a half to get that load up to Tacoma. I think that's where we're going. Yeah, Tacoma. So hopefully tomorrow we can really cut into those miles and we will be fine. But we shall see how the next day goes. But anyways, that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching. As always, I'll catch you again right here in American Truck Simulator with Realistic Economy. But until then, have a good one.